Hi ladies and gentlemen, thank you for looking at my station, and thank you guys for the really nice response on Anunnaki 103 Modern Day Politics. I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a little bit more of a question and answering because a lot of you guys had answers, or actually questions that I want to go ahead and give you some answers to. So one of the questions that someone had was in regards to Anu. They said, I heard if Pashado is the new Anu, what happened to the old Anu? Well, he's still around. He's there. Everything's fine. He just stepped down in his title. And what a lot of people don't realize is Anu is what you would call the head of the Anunnakis, but it's not technically a name. So when you think of Anu, think of it as more like it basically means the Most High. So how you would say Mr. President, it's just a title. So Anu is basically just a title of the Most High of the Anunnakis. So the current Anu is Pashado, so you can still call him Anu. But Enki and Anil's father was Arukukan. So yes, he had a name, just like Pashado has a name, but when he is the Anu, people just call him the Most High, which is Anu. So currently you would call Pashado Anu. A lot of people also asked about 2012 and what's going to happen with the Narubu. So a lot of times people got confused with the word Narubu, and yes, it is a planet, but while what a lot of people kind of got confused, it's a planetary ship. So yes, it's as big as a planet, and yes, it could orbit like a planet, and yes, it looks like a planet. It technically was not a planet. It's just one of these big metal ships that the Anunnakis live on. So if you looked at my video, I said that the Anunnakis basically had these ships that they lived on, and they kind of lost their immortality. And so that's what a Narubu is. So there isn't one Narubu, there's thousands of Narubus, and they're so big that they can actually orbit like a planet if they wanted to. And you kind of don't want it to go into certain solar systems because it can mess up the gravitational pull and therefore mess up the orbits of a solar system. So currently there's thousands of Narubus, and they're sitting outside on the outskirts of the galaxies, and those are what those are. Also, people wonder what's going to happen in 2012. So if you're watching my videos, you know that there is a planetary quarantine that's going to be lifted around 2012. So what's happening is, yes, the Anunnakis are coming back, but they're not going to come back in ships like people think. They're basically going to come back through interdimensional travel or portals, and that's basically how they're going to do it. They're not going to come in these ships and come down here. And what a lot of people are kind of missing is there's already a lot of Anunnakis here. And there's a lot of Anunnakis in our solar system who are actually stationed on the moons of Jupiter, just currently waiting there and actually watching us, and they're already part of our society. They're still walking. There's a lot of them walking amongst us, and there's a lot of them that you would call sleepers. Now, what exactly is a sleeper? So a sleeper is basically someone who does not really understand that they are part of the Anunnakis, or they don't really have the consciousness of knowing of their origins. And basically what the Anunnakis can do is they can put out these trigger words, or they can also put out these trigger sounds that can trigger these sleepers to awaken and then have their consciousness of what their mission is to do. So a lot of them are just walking around thinking they're regular humans, but if the time is right and if they want them to awake, they can awaken by certain frequencies, sounds, or noises that they hear. So there are a lot of those as well that are here. And what's going to happen is 2012, they're going to come back with reinforcement. And the reinforcement is basically to look at the investments that they have here. And they're going to go ahead and just, look at their investments that they had as humans. Because remember, they're one of the 32 races that had invested into this planetary evolution. And they wanted to come back and just see what's going on. So they're not going to be the only ones that's going to do it. There's going to be a couple of other ones, ET races are going to do this too. They just kind of want to see what's going on with the evolution and what's going on. So also a little bit more about Pashado. Pashado is half vegan and half Anunnaki, and if you from the vegan constellation, and if you watch my videos, you know that that's connected to the Hindu goddesses or the deities. He is the son of Enki, and he's the son of Enki's second most powerful wife. And right now, if you want to wonder what's going on with Enki, he's still around. He's still making alliances. He's currently making alliances now with a dark terrestrial group who has come to help his people with the ascension, also help him with his evolution. So that's a quick update of what's going on with the Anunnakis. A good question and answering that you guys gave me. Just some clarification. You guys probably have a lot of questions. But thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you in my next one.